JB Smoove, you get the call that Curb's coming back for season 9. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great, man. But I would let everybody know that I had my finger, this finger right here, this right index finger on the pulse of what was going to happen and going into season 9. So I'm not a mind reader, but when Larry David, questions you and asks you if he does a season 9, would you be available? Because I'm always like, look, Larry, don't play around with my money. If you're not going to come back, let me know. I'll do another deal someplace else, and I'll keep going with my career. If you are going to come back, don't play games. Because I got a bank account. I got to keep my lights on. I got kids. I got a wife to take care of. I need to know where my next check is coming from, and I don't want to do a deal someplace else. And my favorite show of all time calls me back, and I'm not available. Could you imagine life with no Leon Black and no Larry connecting in Larry's big old mansion? Oh, I shudder to think how crazy that would be with no damn Leon walking around the house in his robe and drinking out of the carton of orange juice in the fridge, But I did have my finger on the pulse. And when Larry David asks you if you would be available, if he decided to come back, you say, yes, I will be available. So I had my finger on the pulse, and I knew he would come back. I just didn't know when. I did not think it would take 5 or 6 years. Now, Larry did do, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He did do a movie that I was also in, Clear History. He also did a play, Fish in the Dark, and he also was doing a lot of Bernie Sanders stuff on SNL. So I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. The man was busy those 5 or 6 years.
What were you doing while you were waiting all those years for Curb? Were you turning down things, waiting for the call from Larry?
Oh, no. You realize that I was only a guest star. Season 9 was the season where I became a regular cast member on Curb Your Enthusiasm. So since I was only a guest star on Curb Your Enthusiasm, I could have easily been written out, very easily, just as easy as I was written in. So I wasn't anchored in, although I thought I was anchored in because I thought that the two characters, Larry and Leon, had made great on-screen chemistry and that kind of stuff. But it could be a whole different storyline with no Leon. He could have killed Leon off. Now, Larry did tell me he would kill my character off at my big birthday party I had here in LA. He came to my birthday party. He was talking a lot of trash. He came on stage because he thought I was late for my own birthday party. He came on stage and made a mockery of my birthday party. But then when he left the stage, I said, hey, Larry, you're here in front of 300 of my good friends at my big birthday bash. Everybody wants to know, will Curb Your Enthusiasm return for season 9? And someone handed Larry a microphone, and Larry said very clearly, yes, we'll be coming back for season 9, but you get killed off in the second episode. So that was it. So I was doing plenty of things while Larry was making his mind up for those 5 years. I did a few movies, of course, a lot of guest starring roles, a lot of commercials, and it worked out good for me. It's good to be JB Smoove sometimes. It's really good to be JB.
What is your real life relationship with Larry like?
I have a tendency to always check on Larry. Larry appreciates when you check on him. So anytime I'm riding around LA and I'm near his office, I always pull up, I park my car, I walk in there, talk to his secretary, says Larry in, say, yeah, JB, Larry's here. I go back there, I sit down with Larry, and I talk to Larry about anything and everything I can squeeze in. Because Larry has a very short patience. So you got to get in there. You got to hit him a few times like a boxer. You hit him a few jabs and you get the hell out the way. You leave his office and leave him you leave him with a question and you just walk away. You never leave Larry. Sometimes you got to leave him with a question. You ask a question, and as he starts the question, you just leave in the middle of him responding to it sometimes, just to keep him on his toes. So what our personal relationship is really fun. He has a genuine smile when I walk into the room, and I feel the friendship and I feel the love. And then I think over these, going into my 5th season, season 10 would be my 5th season on Curb Your Enthusiasm. We have grown leaps and bounds, you know, because I truly respected Larry before I got on the show. It was my favorite show before I got on the show. So for me, it became this thing where, you know, we grow together as actors. He's more of a mentor, you know, than you know, a friend, a mentor, you know, someone I can get great advice from on the industry. And he's been very helpful in every capacity and everything that he has done for me. So I'm very, very, very appreciative of everything. You know, I make sure I come early. I make sure I stay late. And I make sure I do the job and represent what the show has always been, which is an amazing improvised show. I think it's like the universe worked with me to get on that show. So I can't even I can't even put my finger on how the universe works, but my wife told me I would be on the show. You know, the first thing I ever did when I started doing stand-up was I took an improv class in 1992. And who would know that I would put that little tool in my toolbox and I would be on the greatest improvised show on television history. You know, I came to LA for one day because a buddy of mine had passed away here in LA, and I came in town for one day. You know, I was working on SNL. I didn't get renewed on SNL. Which allowed me to be free to do Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I came in town for one day, man, met Larry, and the rest is kind of like history, man. You know, so our friendship definitely it has grown. It has gone from mentor, co-star to amazing friendship. A genuine, happy face when he sees me at the HBO parties or when I'm giving him advice on ladies or whatever. You know what I mean? I give him personal advice that, you know, people think that Leon only gives them advice, but JB also helps him out once in a while.
Who do you think's better advice, Leon or JB?
Oh, see, Leon gives good bad advice.
Yeah.
JB gives good concrete advice.
Yeah.
Like in the book of Leon, there's a lot of great advice in the book of Leon. You know, that book's an amazing book for anybody out there who needs a little good bad advice.
Yeah. You said you like to leave Larry with questions often. What's one of the best questions you've left Larry with?
Oh, let me see here. One of the best questions I've left Larry with. Ask Larry about you know, Larry's a single guy, so I always ask Larry, you know, what he's looking for, you know, and see, sometimes it's better to let that float around, because I don't know his status now, but when I was asking him these questions, I would say, hey man, what kind of lady you looking for? And I let him start the answer. I just fade off. See that? I fade off and allow him to speak to himself. Ooh. You gotta do that all the time to people, man. Don't be afraid to ponder a question to someone and just walk away from them. They won't take offense to it, because sometimes you gotta answer yourself. You gotta answer to yourself before you answer to the person who just asked you a question. So I leave him with that sometimes. I don't know the style of lady that Larry likes. He could like classy ladies who drink out of little teacups, little espresso cups. I don't know. I think when Larry's not being Larry, sitting in his office, I think Larry sits in little cafes with little espresso cups, little tiny one, with his right leg crossed over his left leg, like he always does, and he sips on little espressos and eats little tiny cookies, little round, little small cookies on a little saucer at some cafe somewhere in the Palisades or maybe somewhere in Santa Monica somewhere. I don't know. I see Larry being a Palisades, Santa Monica guy who sits there in little cafes, you know. And when someone walks up to him and asks him, "Are you Larry David?" He says, "No, I'm Leonardo." You know, just throw people off a little bit. Leonardo is short for Larry. Or Lawrence. Oh, Lawrence is a great name. Lawrence. I'm Lawrence. He sips on his little espresso. Isn't life about that? Espressos?
Yeah.
You know what espressos are? Little concentrated coffee.
Yeah.
Like concentration. Like concentrate coffee. Like coffee concentrate. You can add water to that and make like 10 cups. You know that?
I feel like I need to take JB's advice, and I'll ask you a question and just hang up on you in the interview, and then you can.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Make it profound though. Make it profound. Something deep and like mind jars the mind and allows me to think for my damn self what I would do in this situation.
Yeah.
I always do that to people. I think it makes people think and make a good decision on their own.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta ask a question that people don't think about. You gotta go deep. You gotta go deep. Deep as hell.
Oh, we're getting deep. What does the character of Leon and your performance bring to this show?
When Larry pops up with some crazy thing he's going through, you gotta make a conscious decision whether I want to have his back. It really defines that scene. And sometimes I'll change it up with each take. Sometimes I'll have his back, and sometimes I won't. Because since the show is improvised, you get a chance to create your own storyline. It's more fun sometimes being on Larry's side, because Leon is living in the man's house. I'm in his guest house. I can't always be against him because he might throw me out. And that's the fun part about Leon's character is we don't know where the hell he came from. You don't know anything about him. So he's an open book, and I think that keeps him very interesting. I try to squeeze in every take or every episode something new that Larry did not know about Leon. So that way, not only am I creating something interesting for the scene, I'm creating something interesting for the whole run of shows, for the whole season, because I might have just planted a seed there that will, bloom into this amazing tree later on in the episodes. I don't know. Like even in the first episode of the season, I mentioned to Larry that, I believe the scene was about constipation. And I said, hey, man, constipation shouldn't stop anybody from doing anything. I ran a 5K marathon constipated. I shot a porno constipated. Hey, I was in a hot dog eating contest constipated, and I still won. That's talking shit, but it is very profound to find out something new about this man. Even when Larry in the scene, Larry said, "You shot a porno?" Guess what I did? I didn't answer him. See that? I didn't answer him because that is a seed I can use for later. Had I answered him and told him that I did a porno, let's just say, in one of the takes I did say, only three pornos. see, that alone, I'm a gardener. I'm planting these little seeds, which allow me to go back. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to that porno conversation, Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I will go. Maybe hot dog eating contests are my thing. We don't know yet. I could be an ex-champion of a hot dog eating contest. I don't know, or kibasas or whatever.
What's your favorite Leon moment from Curb?
Ooh, my favorite. It's so I think one of the deepest metaphors in the world, and I think it's one of the deepest ones that Leon has ever tackled, was getting that ass. That's the great thing about being on an improvised show. Larry has no idea what's going to come out of my mouth. I have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth. Even when in rehearsals, we don't even do lines. All we do is we line the shot up, and if we want to try something, all we say is blah, 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 blah. And that way, we don't spill the beans. No one knows what anybody's going to say. And that makes these surprise moments. So when I said getting that ass, Larry, in that getting that ass scene, he had no idea what getting that ass was. He never heard the term.
Yeah.
If you let's just say somebody insulted you,
Yeah.
You can choose to ignore it and brush it off, or you can choose to get in that ass and tell them off and tell them about themselves and tell them I'm a grown ass man. You will not disrespect me. That's one of my favorite ones of all time. It's a classic, getting that ass. My second favorite is, during season 7.
Yeah.
7.
The Seinfeld season.
No, I'm sorry. Season 6 in the pizza shop, where Larry and I were our phones got mixed up. I answered the phone. It was someone else on the phone, but I thought, it was Larry. I said, Barack Obama, I'm the president of hitting that ass. And when I said I'm the president hitting that ass, Barack Obama wasn't even president yet. He wasn't president. So Mr. Obama, if you choose to see this video, I'll be very glad if you gave me a call and thank me for putting those wheels in motion, which propelled you to become president of the United States. Because I said, Barack Obama, I'm the president of hitting that ass before you were even president. You were not elected yet. You were just a guy from Chicago running for president.
Yeah, probably a senator. Like,
isn't that amazing? I predicted history.
Yeah,
Leon he predicted history.
JB, what do you look for in comedy?
Oh, I look for these little moments, relatable moments in comedy, because I think those are the ones that really strike a nerve in myself. Where we are right now with comedians and comedy is, they expect the comedian to be too PC, and I think we're really, it's really making, what we do, obsolete. I think what the comedian brings to any table is a unique take on life that allows you, the viewer, it allows you to just like put your guard down for a second. And I think that's what comedy does. I think comedy is this unique thing, this unique brand, this unique thing that we really need, because you have the real news, and then you have a comedian's take on the news, which is sometimes a filtered down version of the real news, which is not so stressful. And I think what comedy does for me is it allows me to have an opinion about something. You would hope that your opinion is not taken literally, but in this new world that we are a part of now, the comedian is, we're forced to, edit ourselves. Everybody takes us very seriously. I don't know what happened. I don't know when the comedian became the person who we take so seriously now. Our words are taken to heart. We're not allowed to be fluid and funny anymore. We have to really be careful about how we are perceived. Nowadays, we're not considered comedians anymore. We're considered, something else, man. Something, I guess we're considered politicians. We're considered preachers, evangelists. I don't know what they have pushed the comedian into now, but they kind of pushed the comedian into a corner. When you take everything a comedian says seriously, we're in a weird place. A lot of the big guys are, when they do their stand-up shows, they take the cell phones from the audience because they don't want to be judged by a private comedy show. It's a private show. Why would you expose everything you just saw? You are blessed to be in that audience to watch a comedian perform. Why would you need to record it and rebroadcast it on YouTube or whatever? Why? What's the purpose of it? It's going to make you a bigger person, or it's going to make you popular. I don't know why, and so that's why the comedian has taken that away from their audience. But it makes me happy to do comedy. It keeps the fans happy, and I think there's a brilliant place for our voices, and I hope it continues. I hope we don't get extinct. The comedian doesn't get extinct, man, and we are, ran out of entertainment because everybody wants to be so PC and everybody wants to be so serious nowadays, and everybody gets offended so easily. So I'm hoping that we are allowed to voice our opinions and voice our creativity in this format forever.
Oh, sorry, JB. I just left you, so I thought that was an important thing for you to reflect on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd leave in the middle of that question.
Yeah, I loved it. See that? That's powerful. And it made me go deeper. You know? It's almost like I was talking to a chair. You know?
Yeah.
Because I knew a chair would not respond. So me being open like that, it allowed me to dive in even deeper. You know? All I can think of is that a reclining chair? Is it a lazy boy? Is it a toilet with a back on it? I don't know what that is. You know?
It's a you can take it down.
You can take it. Yeah. See that?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I love it.
How good
is it the one with a little massager in it? Is it a heated chair? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh.
Nothing better to reflect on comedy with than the back of a chair.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
There you go. Well, JB Smoove, we're pretty much done with the chat now. Thank you so much for sharing about comedy and life and going deep with us. And you're now a regular on Curb. Congratulations, and good luck for the Emmys. You'll be in the supporting race, supporting this year.
Hey, man, hopefully the profound one, the great Leon Black, will represent HBO, the amazing HBO, the amazing Curb Your Enthusiasm, man. And I appreciate all the fans out there supporting the show, loving Leon. Get that Leon Black book, man. It's profound. Profundity. It's very profound. You know, I always say, you know, we are nothing without our audience, and we are nothing without you. So we thank you so much for supporting the show, and thank you for supporting Leon Black. And I'll be in the run. I'll be in the running. It's good to be a part of so many amazing actors, and we all have a purpose here, that is to give you entertainment and make you happy and make you laugh and make you smile and keep you going.
And hopefully I'll be able to see some of your comedy someday or something, JB. That'd be so much fun.
Please do.
Thanks so much for chatting with us, and that's been lovely. And sorry for all that. Yeah,
Matt, you're the man. I appreciate you.
Well, you're the man, JB, for putting up all the technology and late starts and things like that. So thanks so much. Yeah,
we made it happen, my man.
Yeah, we.